Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Lotus, Lotus the Sage. Happy to have you. Today we have another pick a card, and today's pick a card is going to be, are you in flow or are you resisting? So we have 3 piles as per usual. You'll have runes to choose from. They will be incorporated into your reading. So for pile 1, we have 𝗀𝗀, which stands for revelations, creativity, and passions. And you also have 𝗍𝗚, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, strength, reliability, and trusts. For pile 2, beautiful, we have ᴑᴜ, which is joy, comfort, pleasure. And ⴑ𝗏, which is hidden meaning, fellowship, initiation. For pile 3, we have ■, protection, guardian, status quo. And then we have ■, insight, vision, and wisdom. So take a second, see which pile might be pulling your energy. Maybe the runes pulled you, maybe the description of each rune, or just maybe there's one pile that is catching your eye. Choose that pile. I'll see what your choice, my beautiful collective. Welcome my pile 1 who chose, 𝗀𝗚 and ▍𝗚. Gonna leave them over here. And we're gonna spread out your cards. Okay, my beautiful collective of pile 1. Let's tap into what Spirit wants us to, let's tap into Spirit's answer to the question, are you in flow? Let's start off with your runes. We have 𝗀𝗀 here, which is we've already discussed, talks about the revelation, creativity and passion. Are you having revelations about your own creativity? Is this where you're supposed to find some of your flow? Does it have to do with your passions? When it comes to ▍𝗚, are you finding the strength in your creativity, in your passions, in these revelations? Your reliability, are you trusting in your power? Let's see. We have 5th ray of intellectual knowledge, number 42. You know what, pile 1? Instinctively, I want to say it's not that you're not in flow. I feel like you might be resisting some of it. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling off first. It might have to do with some of the faces around this figure in the center. But there's something about, they said, leaving the intellect behind and letting the heart shine. That's literally how they worded it. But we're going to read the small passage from the book to give us some more info, because there's an interesting energy I'm getting, and I'm curious as to why I'm feeling that first. So it says, the 5th ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You're being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the 5th ray. And that's why I feel like I was saying, I'm like, you're not in flow is the point, but there's something about leaving the intellect behind, but this is here now coming into the truth. Like they said, you're being given the information for it, but there's something about your own truth. Like, again, the revelation of your own creativity and passion, the strength and trusting in that, coming right back to the runes. You know, you're given this opportunity now to sort out the lies from the truth. And that's why I'm like, you are in flow, but there's a resistance, so maybe it's because the clarity is not there. It's not an actual pushback. It's just sort of like, I need to figure this out a little bit better for me to be able to figure out which tool to use, in other words. Interesting. Let's see why this is why you are where you are, technically. It says, my potential and balance and pain. Again, it's coming back to my original feeling about the revelation of one's own power. You know, the potential of where your own power lies, and again, figuring out the lies from the truth. The revelation of your own strength, balancing out what was not in balance, what was creating the lack of flow or the resistance like I was feeling. This balancing the pain, literally as it says, you know, of whatever may have happened before. Again, your resilience, your strength, your reliability to this truth, right? To this flow, which is your full potential, back to that creativity and passion. You know? Let's see what else. What must be released? You know what they're giving me? I'm having a very fun time reading your reading, first of all, and that might just be I feel like it's used because before I stepped into your reading, I had to really calm myself down because of a conversation I just recently had. Anyway, so I feel like this is a thank you, in other words, for lightening up my energy. But I feel this, what must be realized, is again I think that's why they're bringing it up to me. Excuse me. They're saying what must be released is, again, this pain, this disbelief of not recognizing that you're in control about where your potential actually is. And why I said that is because I had to calm myself down, and I calmed down much quicker. It wasn't anything super aggravating, don't get me wrong, but it was like a trigger point that I didn't know would trigger me, you know, and it was nothing deliberate. It was not that person's fault by any means. You know, the conversation was still lovely, but there's just something that was lingering, and I was like, ooh, and then it made me spiral into these like negative thoughts. And I was like, wait a second. You need to breathe, recognize the thought, you understand where this is coming from, breathe through it. So I had to do a couple of breaths, sat with myself, and released the energy, quite literally, which reminded me of like, holy crap, Lotus, you can do this. Like, you can do this so much quicker than you have in the past. What a big jump, what a big acknowledgement, how much stronger you've gotten now, you know, that kind of energy. And that's what it feels like the release of the disbelief. Let's see what it says. Yeah, the release of your magic, quite literally, the release of your magic and not seeing your potential growth. That's what needs to be released, releasing the magic, because it's not sprouting, right? That growth in reverse. Release your magic, your full potential, your creativity, your passion. Oh, that's lovely. Let's see what help is available to you. We have inner nemesis. They just said, this is why the fifth ray of the intellectual knowledge is here. It's for you to recognize the lies from the truth, for you to defeat this inner nemesis within, in moments, in times like this. Look at that, the majestic state. Talk about magic, right? Releasing your magic. Ooh, this is so good. For inner nemesis, it talks about the mirror doesn't lie. The inward battle can only be won through deep reflection and awareness of what is missing and where you need to bring more love into your life. You know, and that's the potential of that is your own full potential, that creativity, that passion, that revelation of self, that self-understanding, the courage, the learning. And that's the help. This is what you are integrating, technically, this inner nemesis, or subduing, I should say. And the majestic state talks about reveling in the feelings of achievement and self-mastery of awareness. Again, this intellectual knowledge, releasing your magic. the part of us that has always existed and always will. Again, this is a full, there's no other thing Spirit's talking to you about. It's like, this is what's happening. This is how you're going to continue to be in flow. This is the flow that you're finding. This is where you're heading. This is what you're in, you know? It's asking you to draw back into your light and experience jubilant exhilaration. Ooh, I love that. There's a sense of, again, this elation within this self-revelation. This achievement, this, again, self-mastery. This magic must be released for you to achieve this flow state, this true flow state. That's freaking awesome. Let's see where Spirit wants your intentions to lean towards. Or what? So, first out we have the Dreamer of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles in this deck. It's my new tarot deck. Welcome. The Nine of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. The Serpentia Soul, which is the World. The Dreamer of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. And the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So Spirit is asking you, as they have been saying throughout your whole reading, is to step into the potential, the full potential, of you. You have the key. Enter and step into your dream. The one that you've created, again, from your own strength, your own reliability, to create the world you want, to complete this cycle of self-doubt, to combat that inner nemesis, to enter the majestic state of dreaming your world into being, of bringing that dream into being, and no longer walking away from your true potential, from your full magic. They want you to lean into it even more. There is so much more to be gained from this perspective change and the deep dive into that knowing. So please embrace it, they say. Please embrace it. And they're bringing me to this card. How she's just loving it and hugging that world. You know, that Dreamer of Cups with the world literally right beside. You know, that's it. You got this. Let's see a little bit more as to why they want you to lean into this, even though we already know why, but a little bit more push back from Spirit. Let's put it that way. It says, overrate your intuition. That's it. Trust. Step into that doorway. You have what you need. Step into it. What's your honest truth over that Nine of Pentacles? What is your dream? What is your wish? What have you been asking for? What have you been praying for? Overthinking can spoil the magic in the reverse. Love that. No longer choosing to overthink again, combating that nemesis, balancing out that energy, knowing your own potential. Like we said, this is a full thing. This is what's going to keep you in flow or get you into flow if you're not in it yet. And like we said, not that you're not in it, you're just, there's resistance. Move beyond intention to belief. Again, the belief that you can create this, dreaming that world into being. Feed your artist in reverse. You haven't been doing that. Again, Dreamer of Cups, feed her. She wants it. You can see that. Feed her. She's hungry. Come on. And then cozy up with risk in reverse. Yeah. Still hesitant, understandably. Be cautious if you feel you need to, but Spirit doesn't, I don't feel Spirit saying that you need to be cautious. It's like to cozy up to this full potential. Don't be afraid of it. And as you're learning to not run away from your magic and your full potential, that'll be you. You will be cozy with risk. You'll be very comfortable and balanced and in control, or in full use of your power, of your magic. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Okay, let's get your closing messages from Spirit. So, my beautiful collective of 𝗵𝗺. Are you in flow or are you resisting? You're technically in flow, but yes, you are still resisting. You're in the process because your mind and heart and spirit is in the right place of looking for answers, of trying to figure out what is out of balance or not in flow. So, and you're doing the right work, and what they're asking you to focus on now to find some of that balance is you, meaning the revelation of your own creativity and passion. The strength, your own trust, your reliability within your own power, within your own magic. Release this magic out so you can fully grow to your full potential. We have ambition, beautiful. Ooh, put out that candle. And truth. We already talked about that. Truths, trust. What is your hidden truth? What is your honest truth? We're gonna light this up. All right, let's see what ambition has to say. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. You hear him? You hear them? May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond my mind's imagining. What's your honest truth? Cozy up with risk, feed the artist, move beyond intention to belief into this truth. The truth of you. When everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from the silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. Your words come from silence, not fear. Speak through me. Change the thoughts, right? The overthinking that you have combated, I feel, but overrating your intuition. Move beyond the intention. Feed the artist. Finding the truth. Getting rid of the lies. Ambition to find your true potential. Release your magic, 𝗵𝗺. Release it. Oh, this is beautiful. And your little boost. Your remaining messages to boost you up. Get you to step into this full magic of yours, my beautiful collective of 𝗵𝗺. Give them the energy they need. First one out is this beautiful little witch. She says, I can let go of my mistakes. Balance and pain, yes? Next message. Random acts of kindness. I am kind and can show others kindness. Yourself, that inner nemesis. And show others the who may have lied to, forgive and let go. Third message. The friendship bracelet. I am a good friend to myself and others. Exactly. I'm kind and can show others kindness. This is you, others. I'm a good friend to myself and others. I let go of my mistakes. Trust in you, my love. Trust in you. I'm sending you so much love, my beautiful collective of 𝗵𝗺. I hope these messages hit you in the right spot today. I'm sending you so much love. Keep watering your lives. Until next time, ciao. Hello, welcome, my pal 2, who chose ᴵᴜᴜ and ⴑ Let's spread out your cards. All right, my beautiful collective of pile 2. Let's start off with your runes. So if you're, let's find out, if you are in flow, if you're resisting. We'll start off with your runes. So with your ᴑᴜᴜ, with joy, comfort, and pleasure, I would say that I would feel like there's a big, heavy yes to that. I feel like there's a sense of arrival. That's the feeling I get, arrival into this flow. I feel like for maybe a good majority of you, pile 2, you've just reached this state of a mini bliss state, or a sense of flow, or a sense of ease recently. And then with your ㄱㄧ, which is hidden meaning, fellowship, and initiation. Like, again, this beginning phases, the stepping into something that is still kind of new. Again, a fellowship within the unity consciousness, like that is the feeling I'm getting. So I'm getting a heavy yes first off. Let's see what we got. Second ray of wisdom, number 2. Beautiful. I'm loving this feeling of surrender is what I'm getting. Of trusting in your own divine spark, of your inner spark, letting your higher self guide you and lead the way. Literally immersing into the flow state. Ooh, it's so good. The message from the book. The second ray of wisdom is a consciousness of loving wisdom straight from the heart of the universe. Yep. It amplifies the magnetic power of attraction, empowering you to pull into your life all that is needed for your life's work. It brings the opportunity to heal, restore, and understand through the power of love and the light of ancient wisdom. The spiritual master, known as the Buddha, is within you, now to help you fully receive and integrate the blessings of this ray of light from the universe. Yeah, my friends of pile 2, you are definitely in the flow state. Let's see why you are where you are right now. How to self-protect. They said you've learned how to do this. How to self-protect. And this is what's allowing, they said that was what opened the door to your initiation. That step of learning how to self-protect. Bravo, pile 2. Let's see what else. Determination. They're saying the reason why it's coming out in reverse is because you fought through, very determined, even if you felt in many moments that you wouldn't succeed in this somehow. But you did, you fought. You fought. Yeah, with that passion. You fought with hard determination for that learning how to self-protect, which is bringing you into that joy, that second ray of wisdom with the Buddha's energy. Beautiful. What else? Yep. Because I'm telling you, yours is so beautiful, like connected. How to self-protect because of these fears, the fears of your self-doubt, the fears of environment, life, circumstances, not being able to get to where you're wanting to go, not feeling like you knew a way forward. There's something that you've combated, like quite literally. Yeah, the consciousness. You've brought your fears to consciousness is what they said, to the conscience, to the conscious. Yeah, release the anxiety. You release the anxiety because of that, because you've brought your shadow side to light. It's not so dark, is what I'm really getting. There's this really beautiful sense of surrender, my beautiful pile 2s. Like I'm telling you, it's so lovely. And even if you're not fully feeling like you've mastered this self-protection energy, Spirit is saying that whatever you're doing now is going to lead you to that. So continue to do what you're doing regardless, because you're going in the right direction and moving in the right way. Thinking about the right things, using the wisdom that you've had, bringing your fears into the light, consciously looking at them and your anxieties, so that you are better self-protected. It's beautiful. Let's see the help available to you. Dance into light. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you're doing. And the gorgeous heart. Yep. that wisdom from the heart energy, right? Dancing in that light energy. This is so good for you. I love this. It's this beautiful, the dance into light is this beautiful rebirth of your true self. You know, you need to be courageous in the letting go of these fears, which is definitely feel like you are, like I said, even if you're not fully in that process of whatever you're doing is in the right, on the right track. Letting go of the old, learning to dance while seeking the light. Again, this bringing this consciousness up, this fear to consciousness, this fear into your consciousness, This time is all part of a journey without end. This whole part, this integrating, this light wisdom is continuous. And it's going to keep evolving as your heart continuously expands, as your consciousness expands, as your awareness and wisdom and magic expands. This courageous heart is also a reminder that all is not lost. And I do feel like you've passed that energy in all fairness. But it's to turn away from, I guess generally speaking, just turn away from negativity and go towards your inner truth, your purity, your innocence, your choices. Restore your own truth. Emerge fully you know, self-nurtured, rebirthed. So I guess that help available to you is the recognition of your accomplishments, to be fair. It's just sort of, they're just reminding you of this, like reinforcing what you already, I feel, already understand fully. And they're just applauding you. Keep going, keep going. Let's see where Spirit wants you to lean your intentions more towards now, moving through this, where you're moving through from where you're at right now. We have the Divine Tower, which is the Tower. It's my new tarot deck. She's being baptized right now. We have 5 of Swords. Eight of Swords. The Wisdom Teacher, which is the Hierophant, the Hermit. I heard myself saying it as I was like, that's not right. This is the Eight of Wands. And the Wise Fox, which is Death. Written all over your reading is rebirth. So what I'm feeling here is trust in this shift, which I definitely feel like you are. And like I said, try to release some of the doubt, again, the hesitation to step into this full determined energy, but I feel like majority of you have. This Eight of Swords, interestingly enough, I'm getting a sense of appreciation for this time to pause. Because I'm really feeling, like I said, a sense of gratitude, stillness, of surrender. You know, and that's that inner wisdom, you know, like the Eight of Swords technically depicted with the swords energy, but this lady, she's in a cave, you know, and there's another lady on top, free. There's water, there's a sanctuary here, but it feels like a hidden away, but there's still a moment of reflection, you know, and then stepping into that energy of the Hermit, you know, which is, I was in this, you know, unsure, undetermined I could get there, as I said, but trusting in the wisdom I've gained with this Hermit energy, talking to my younger self, or my past self, you know, talking to myself, understanding the knowledge through that wisdom and that moon there, that door, that key to walk through. Which leads you into the Eight of Wands, that quick-paced energy, that life force energy, that wisdom energy, again, into the rebirth. That Wise Fox, the rebirth of you, letting go of the old, setting it aside and stepping into you. They talk a lot about this rebirth energy for you. The Tower talks to me about that. These two together in particular in this deck specifically, but in general, this card talks about that for me. Death talks about that for me. So there's this, again, fears being brought to light is the reason why you are even able to step into this flow, why you're being initiated into this flow state, because you have done the work and you have understood the lesson. That's the key. I love that. Let's get a little bit more push from spirit behind these intentions. Nourish the sacred feminine. Again, stillness, surrender, that tower energy, right? The edge of evolution feels messy, this rebirth energy, right? And letting go of the thoughts within self, coming into harmony, working with the mind and the emotions, you know, with this Five of Swords energy in this deck in particular. We have collaboration of souls. And this soul energy, I really do feel like dancing into the light of your shadow self and your light self, merging those two. This is this cave energy, I feel. And it can also be about collaboration with another. This is kind of like that lover's energy in this deck, you know? So I feel like it's coming back into the love of self. Again, there's, again, a feeling, I'm telling you, it's just, it feels so sure, so still, so sure, even within some moments of doubt. Look at that. Find your sacred flow. And that's the wisdom. You've gained it, I feel. You've understood it. Now you're moving with that. Limitations inspire innovations, right? The limitations of where you were before, understanding where you can be, inspiring you to move to where you want to be, which is befriend the world. Befriend the word, polarize. Yes. Understanding the duality, dual nature within self, the duality of our world here, this third density, the understanding that this is what this third density was designed for, is for friction, conflict, to grow, to evolve, to move. We cannot live here without conflict. That is a part of this soul's lesson, you know, as a human, not just you, as a human. Beautiful. I love that. Let's get your closing messages from Spirit. So my collective of pile 2. Are you in flow? Yes. Are you resisting it? Hell mother effing no. You are ready and merging and ready to jump immersed fully into the passion of it. The determination to get you to where you want to be in life, in love, in spirit. You know, trusting in this wisdom, continuing to educate yourself, bringing awareness to those other sides of you, positivity. Yeah, it's so lovely, Valkyrie. And true love. I'm telling you, it's so good. All right, positivity says, if you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. And like I said, this sense of gratitude, peace, stillness, it's here. I feel that. And they're just, I feel like you're doing this. I don't even think it's a reminder, but it might be for some, but I really do feel like you're doing this. And true love. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know the true love. And know true love. But this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. And I don't feel like use in a negative way. It's just using them in a sense that you don't have that, or that you might be lacking some of that. Bringing your fears up into the present moment, into your present I. So remain positive. You are. Find those moments of gratitude when you might feel a little less determined or less inspired. Remember this. And I did bring up this collaboration of souls, right? I did say something about love. So there could be an energy around that that's surrounding this initiation into self. It could be the catalyst, or period, a catalyst, positive or negative, however that plays out. But it definitely feels like this was in the end, the best thing that could have happened. Period. All right, let's get your little boost from spirit, some positive words. What do you guys need to hear? Keep moving through these energies from where you are now to where you're going to be or where you're heading towards. All right, we have first picture. It says, the magic circle. Magic starts with me. Yes. Boom. Then you have, aw, pretty. Then you have, build a fairy house. There is magic everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, cuties. And then, happy magic for pets. Animals are my friends, and I am kind and loving to them. So again, there's a lot of animal energy that's been coming up for me recently in some of my readings. So again, finding some solace and comfort in animals, reminding yourself about this magic that's everywhere, staying in this sense of gratitude, the magic that is within you, nurturing the sacred feminine of the stillness and gratitude, the collaboration of your own soul, the love within and the love without, inspiring yourself to move forward, reminding yourself of this polarized energy that you are balancing out here. You are in that wisdom of that Buddha energy and that wisdom, light, and love. Your courageous heart is blooming and blossoming. My beautiful collective of pä'օa. I hope these messages hit you in the right spot today and gave you the messages you were hoping to hear. Sending you so much love. Until next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao. Welcome my pä'օ3s who chose älģes and änsus. Let's spread out your cards. Okay, my beautiful collective of pä'օ3. Let's see if you are in flow, if you are resisting it. So we're going to start off with your runes, as we said, and we are talking here about protection, your status quo, guardian. How do I word this? It feels like you're in a defensive state. First off, it feels like you feel like there's a need to be self-protective or protective in general. I feel a little bit of anxiety or panic, a little bit of panic, like it's mild panic, but I guess that would be anxiety, you know? But with änsu's vision, meaning insight, vision, and wisdom, I feel like you're coming either to terms with what some of these fears or anxieties or misconceptions about self are, or where they're stemming from, or where they have been affecting your life in a way that prevents you from, I guess, progressing as confidently forward as you would like. Let's see, but that's my first energy. So I'm gonna say that you're not quite in flow yet. I feel that there's a resistance. Eternal now. That exhale, that breath energy, that stillness is being present. So again, maybe you're approaching it. I feel like you're in the right energy to step into the flow, but I don't think you're in it just yet. Yeah, there's a sense of being present, stilling, and I was talking about that anxiety or that panic, right? Like of breathing, of calming down, and then speaking healthy to yourself. Healthy thoughts in your mind, protecting your thoughts also about how you speak to yourself and what you speak out loud. A message from the book. Within you is a great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you are drained or stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do so. Protective energy, anxious, restricted in some way. You are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension within your mind and body. Yeah. You will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. That vision, that insight, that wisdom, right? Shifting into a more present, relaxed and enjoyable state of being will help you overcome the past and successfully create your future. That's exactly right. This complete energy of what I'm feeling for you. So not quite there yet, but learning how to calm, learning how to calm. Okay, let's see why you're in the state that you're in currently. My future joy. They said you might be anxious about your future joys, trying to protect things, hoarding. They're showing me the Four of Pentacles in particular. Hoarding over that energy, trying to protect something instead of releasing and letting go and just sit with it. Be still, breathe, exhale. It feels like that's what you're trying to protect is also your future joy. How to create this peace and stillness. I don't want to be in this anxious state. I want to be in a calm flow state. Rest. Talk about calm flow state, right? Rest, breathe, relax. And illumination, which is what 𝗵 talks about, right? About that insight, vision, and wisdom. So your future joy, you're trying to rest and get there, illuminating on the things that have kept you feeling anxious, understanding, learning to release, let go. The face of my love. Ooh. Is your eternal joy have to do with love? Does it have to do with a particular person? But I wasn't using these energies for that. Obviously, this can be a side effect of all the work that you do. But I feel like the face of your love is you. You know, like where are you directing that love? How have you been tending to taking care of you? Again, not overdoing something, right? Releasing, delegating, letting go, breathing. Let's see what else. Happiness. Bringing in that happiness for yourself and love. Wow. So this is what's here for you. I really do feel like especially when it talks about the face of my love and you have a happy face, like it's so simplistically perfect, you know? And that eternal now of being in that present state, you know, of recognizing who you are, what you love, who loves you. And because of this release, this eternal now, you're going to, like they said, you'll be seeing these things in a new light. Maybe you're looking at yourself in a new light, loving yourself in a new way, therefore attracting the face of that love, that reflection back at you, you know? Creating that successful future, as they said. Oh man, that's so amazing. Feels very, very cheery. That's exciting. Okay, let's see the help available to you. The Phoenix. Yes. Stepping out of that energy, burning that away. Love that. And then the Guardian Spirit. Protected, guarded, guided, supported. Oh, it's so sweet. So the Phoenix energy talks about change bringing in a sudden switch in direction, which is, again, the recognition of this release, this calming, releasing the tension in the mind and the body. Call upon the elemental energies of fire to help you find a single pointed intention, which right now is you. The release, the calm, the letting go of the grip, you know, rising to the occasion, activating what's in you, discovering what you want. That leads you into the energy of the guardian spirit, I feel, this unconditional love. You know, nothing is ever really lost or forgotten because these bonds are everlasting, as we've said with this card. Your guides are here. Communicate with them. Another animal connection for you guys also. 𝗵 had an animal, spirit animal, not spirit animal, but an energy from the animal kingdom to help support and give solace during these times. Your spirit is totally being assisted and helped now in this eternal now, helping you get into this happy love state, to get into that reflection of you, that true reflection of you. Oh man, that's so nice. I love this. Okay, let's see where Spirit wants you to lean your intentions towards while you're in this state and as you're moving through these energies. The Lady of Pentacles is the Queen of Pentacles in my new deck as she gets christened here on this channel. We have the Four of Cups. We have Ma'at with strength. excuse me, Justice, apologies, Justice. Three of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. You know, I just heard started from the bottom, now we here. Drake coming up in your reading. Okay, and then we have the Six of Swords. Sorry for any background noise. I really do love this deck because the energies are so different from the traditional tarot, even though they're the same. So this Queen of Pentacles energy is really making me feel of the same thing, the illumination of what your future joy is, which is the realization of your true self. The full acceptance of loving oneself, which is a humongous feat. And this Four of Cups in this particular deck, it really makes me think of time. For some reason, it's like time passing and slowly weaving the tapestry of your life. Not in a rush to do so. There's not a discontentment that I feel here or missing an opportunity. I feel like you're weaving this opportunity as we speak. You're literally embracing it as it came, as it's coming, which is balancing out this frantic energy I felt, to this panicky, anxiety-ridden energy in the beginning that I was feeling with this protective, overly protective, which is balancing that out with that strength and understanding of the Ma'at energy, which is amazing. I love this Three of Swords. I have to say, I think it might be so far out of the decks that I own, one of my favorite Three of Swords ever. As you see this chain and him cutting it, this enlightenment, this fire burning, him connected, new earth here, water still. Like it's cutting the cords of what had kept one stuck or rooted in a place for too long, whether that been a mental or physical, doesn't matter. There's this releasing of that. It's beautiful. And that leads you into this Ace of Pentacles. And I was talking about the start from the bottom. The reason why I get this is like this entrepreneurial, like this is what this lady is selling to the people, you know, starting off, starting the business, starting the idea, starting from scratch. You know, and that's rewriting what once was, that Phoenix energy, burning out that energy to step into this happiness, which is the Six of Swords, this beautiful strategy out of what was into what you want to be. You know, movement, intellect, strategy, passion, understanding, smarts, wit, wisdom, intelligence, all the good stuff. So Spirit's asking you even to lean deeper into it, as I suppose, as I assume they would. Your intention should be on creating this and not feeling that you need to speed anything up per se. I don't feel that from you because this rest energy is here, this illumination of understanding the value of rest, to recognize where it is and how you want to move forward. This Phoenix energy again of burning out that old to step into the new, knowing you're protected and guarded, stepping into that vision, insight, and wisdom. And again, leveling up in your own personal status quo with that protective rune. You know, and again, double guardian, spirit guardian, you know, this is fully protected. There's nothing to doubt in that area. Let's see Spirit's extra push behind these intentions. Talk about fire, right? They talked about that push with that fire, that over that Queen of Pentacles. You got it in you. So do that. Integrate your knowing. Exactly. You got it in you. And that weaving, talk about integrating, right? Integrate whatever you have learned from your past, how you're moving forward, what you've gained, what you know about yourself. What does your soul say? Exactly. That balance, that justice, that equilibrium. Oh man, so good. And rise. Yes, with that Three of Swords. Rise above that old, cutting the chain, cutting the cord, stepping into your full, like I said, the true version of you, the true reflection of you. Fierce serenity in the reverse over Ace of Pentacles. Don't doubt, even when things might be slow in progress or in feeling of progress, you're like, again, that song, started from the bottom, I'm gonna get there, you know? Started from the bottom, now I'm here, you know? But I'm feeling started from the bottom, gonna get there, then you'll get to that next line. And then you have, you are light. Absolutely. You are light. You are love. You are that source energy. You are that wisdom. You are what you are seeking. And what is seeking you. That illumination. Just more love energy towards you. You're doing so well, especially because of the fact that you recognize what needs to be paused. You know, that's really what the most important thing is here, because within that pause, you are able now to know how to move. So Spirit is saying that you are not quite in the flow at the moment, but what you're doing now to get yourself in flow, that pause, that rest, will get you in that flow. So keep moving. Try to let go, like we said, of some of that grip. Recognize your power. Push through that. Burn out the old. You will achieve what you're seeking. Look at that. Self-love. Again, we talked about this. Your final guidance cards for you. And confidence. Yep, same color cards. It says, show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. And that is that anxious, holding on too tightly, not seeing the true face of you, the true face of your love, right? Confidence. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. That's it. That guardian is there to give you that, giving you that confidence, to remind you of that confidence that you didn't realize that you had, or didn't think, again, that fierce serenity in the reverse, right? That you thought you were incapable of, giving you that extra confidence to keep moving forward. Integrating that knowing, creating from that fire. What does your soul say? You are the light. All right, let's give him some last things you need to hear, Pile 3, to keep you moving forward with this beautiful energy, to allow you to fully immerse yourself into that flow state. First card, first card out. Yeah, I better howl at that moon. Ow! My voice is heard in the world, yes. And look at that, send a letter, oops. I'll show you the picture first. It says, send a letter to the universe. The world loves me. My voice is heard in the world, and the world loves me. That mirror of reflection back, the face of love. Ooh, this came out for Pile 2. The friendship bracelet. I'm a good friend to myself and others. Yes. So I said that there was a connection in Pile 2 with animal connection too. So you might have some overlapping energies for in Pile 2, or overlapping messages. Regardless, this feels very full, very fitting, and very progressive. Like you're heading in the right direction. Do not fret. Let go of the grip a little bit. Trust in your wisdom. Integrate this knowing. Oh, my beautiful collective of Pile 3. I hope this gave you what you wanted to hear today, and it hit you in the right spot. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao.